boys and girls, Miss White again. Today we are on lesson 67. It looks like this, so make sure you have this worksheet while you're starting this lesson. We're going to move right into number 1 on our paper. I'm going to give you the sound, and I want you to give me the letters that make that sound. So number 1 is ul. That could be L, or as final sounds, LL. Just looks a little confusing. It looks like I just made a bunch of dashes, right? Number 2, E. So that can be E, E, or as a final sound, EE, or Y. Right? Remember that Y. Number 3, ending of ER, or the combination ER, So that is I think I messed that up when I said it, but that's okay. Number 15 is I. So that's I, consonant E, or I, or as an ending, Y. Remember we learned that like shy. Number 5, dull. This is one of our final stable syllables, just a reminder, dull. Remember that's D-L-E. All right, go ahead and get those written down. If you don't have them, pause. And number 6, we're going to say S. So that could be S, or as a final sound, SS. Number 7 is V. So we have it V, or as a final sound. Remember, we don't end words in V, so it's VE. All right. Number 8 is J. J. That's J. Number 9 is K. Remember, K has a lot. It's K, C. As a final sound, it could be CK, K, KE, or, like we learned recently, a C. Sorry, my handwriting goes down like that. It's hard to write across like this while I'm trying to teach you. And our last one is X, X. And that is X. Again, pause if you need to. We're going to move on to some spelling. I want you to spell nest, N-E-S-T, nest, on number 11. N-E-S-T, N-E-S-T. On number 12, I want you to spell flagpole. Again, don't get overwhelmed by flagpole as one big word. Let's spell flag. F-O-A-G. O-A-G. And then let's do pole. O-O. And then we do our E to make that O say its name. All right. The next thing we're going to be talking about, make sure you get those written down, are some new suffixes. I'm going to give you, we have hatless and endless. When we have a suffix, we box them out, right? What do you think less might mean? It might mean you don't have a hat, right? If you are hatless, you have no hat. Endless means there is no end. Maybe you feel like homework is endless, or schoolwork is endless, or maybe school is endless. I promise you it's not, though. If you learn, you eventually graduate, but you should always be learning. All right. Our next word we're going to look at is going to be softness and redness. Ness is our next suffix. This is kind of an interesting one. Ness kind of is like the quality of something, the redness, like how red is it? The redness. Softness, how soft is it? All right, and then our next ones is sweetly. Oops. sweetly and safely. This kind of describes how you do something or how something is. And this is the li sound. And again, it's a suffix that we do like this. So, safely walk across the street. She asked me sweetly for some candy. Those are kind of describing how someone did the verb. All right. There aren't really any picture cards for this because we're just learning the suffixes. And again, we're going to code these just like this, and then you're only going to look at this part of the word for the rest of the time. Okay? All right, let's move on to spelling some words. So on number 13, we're going to spell gladly. G-O-A-D-Ly. G-O-A-D. And then li, we know is just L-Y. Number 14, homeless. So again, homeless is also can be broken down. So home, you can just spell. It's not a compound word because less is just a suffix and not a, I didn't mean to code that because we're not coding right now. Less is just a suffix and not a second word. So, although less is a word, but that's confusing. Number 15. We'll move on. Redness. Red. And again, here you're just spelling red. So don't get overwhelmed by redness being a big word. You can spell red, and then you know ness is N-E-S-S. All right, go ahead and get those down if you don't. We're going to move on to coding. All right, number 16 is badly. We're going to box off that suffix right away, and then we're just going to code bad. Vowel consonant gets a brev. Number 17, safely. We're going to box off that. We have vowel consonant E, so the E gets crossed off, the A gets a macron. Number 18, useless. Oops, yeah, that works. All right, we're going to box off the less. Here's vowel consonant E, so we cross off our E and the U gets a macron. Number 19, endless. These words are actually really easy to code once you box off your suffix because they're usually smaller words. So we have vowel consonant and gets a brev. Number 20, illness. We're going to box off our ness. And we have vowel consonant, so it gets a brev. All right, go ahead and make sure you have these written down. Then I want you to draw a line to, what does that look like? That looks like a little girl in bed not feeling well. So what word could that be? All right, number 21, fishy. This is just a suffix y, right? This is how we learn about suffix y because fish is its own word already. And then we have vowel consonant, so it gets a brev. Number 22, grin. Here, again, this is one where they threw in an easy one for you. Vowel consonant, and it gets a brev. 23, odd. There's that double syllable we don't need, and we have vowel consonant, and it gets a brev. Number 24, kettle. Here we have that final stable syllable, T-L-E. So we have vowel consonant, and it gets a brev. 25, handshake. Ooh, here's one of those compound words. We're going to start by drawing a line. Here we have vowel, consonant, vowel, so the A gets a macron, and here we have vowel, consonant, so it gets a brev, and then we cross our E out there. All right, thanks. Do your homework.